My name's Jacob. I started using drugs at a pretty young age. Most of my life I was a really laid-back, easygoing person. I got along with people really well. I was always joking around, having a good time. And then I noticed I just wasn't that person. I was angry all the time. I started getting violent. I got into a relationship with a really incredible woman and ended up assaulting her on 2 different occasions. And before that, I had a clean record, but that landed me in jail. And I just started thinking that, I didn't want to live this life anymore, and I didn't like this person that I had become anymore. My whole life was falling apart in front of me, and I was doing everything I could, I felt like, to get it back together, but it wasn't working. The one thing I didn't do was take the drug use out of my life. I was trying to regain all those things while still using, and it just doesn't work. At a very young age, I thought I didn't need to quit smoking marijuana because I was under control. At least I'm not a meth addict. Well, all of a sudden I was addicted to meth, and then my excuse was, well, at least I'm not a heroin addict. And then a few years later, now I'm a heroin addict. Like my counselor has told me many times, it's the disease of yets. Anything you haven't done, just put the word yet in front of it, because it will happen eventually. The amount of wreckage I was causing in my life, when you're that bad off in your addiction, just everything kind of goes haywire on you. You lose your friends and your family, and you lose your job, and you lose your house and your transportation, and all these things that are going wrong in your life, and it's causing you all this more stress, and it's causing you to use more. It's only going to get worse. My advice would be to do something now before you cause any more wreckage, because you will. You're only going to cause more wreckage in your life, more chaos, more things are going to hit you. If you're early on in your addiction and you think that you have it under control, I promise you, you probably don't. That was the worst thing that I ever did, was convince myself that I was in control the whole time. I didn't trust myself to not get out of jail and just go straight back to using, so I was able to team up with Teresa in the jail and discussed getting on Suboxone. I don't think I would have made it with getting on it first while I was in jail, so that when I got out, I didn't have to, deal with that, any triggers or cravings. I can deal with my emotions. I don't have these violent outbursts. I don't get angry all the time. I'm starting to feel like I'm, my original self again. And yeah, I truly believe that it saved my life.